Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new video on my channel. I hope you all are doing fine. I hope you all are doing alright. So today's video is going to be another episode of my ASMR podcast. And yeah, I still don't know if I will continue with these kind of videos, I don't know. But I really like filming them. I really like to simply sit down sometimes and to just talk about random topics. And so today we are going to talk about a topic that is also kind of related to ASMR, I think. Basically, mainly a lot of people watch ASMR videos to get ASMR, like to get these tingles in your head. And when I was younger, I also had this happening to me quite often, but I only ever get tingles from voices. So like if people would talk, like normally, like either if it was like in a soft voice or like also whispering, but whenever they had like just such a relaxing voice, you know, not a specific type of talking or whatever. But I never got tingles from tapping as an example, but like I also really think tapping is really relaxing, like most of the time. Like it depends, but like also in ASMR videos I don't think it's not relaxing, but it's not as relaxing to me as voices, or like not like I don't get tingles from it. And nowadays I don't get tingles a lot because like I'm just kind of immune by now, because not because I do ASMR by myself, but because I also watch ASMR videos quite often, and because I also watch them like I watch them to do some research for my own videos. But I also watch them to fall asleep. This is today's topic. Like, I just want to talk about how I started watching ASMR videos, and also how I started making my own videos, why I started making them, all these kind of things. And I want to talk about insomnia. Like, this is going to be actually like the main topic of today's video, but I'm also going to talk about ASMR videos, like just these kind of topics. And yeah, let's just get started. Alright, so I don't even know if I already said that in another video, if I already talked about this, but I first ever experienced ASMR when I was like 3 years old, I don't know, when my grandma used to tell me, I don't know, a little story whenever she would babysit me and my sister, and like to help me fall asleep she would just tell me a story. And I just really liked her voice, or like just in general, if she would just talk to me and my sister, if she just talked about something, if she just told us a story, she had a really relaxing voice. And so yeah, this was kind of like my first time getting these tingles in my head. And then sometimes this happened to me also like in school, when someone would read a text, like a really long text as an example, and had a really relaxing voice. I also got that, like then I also got ASMR, but like I don't really ever looked up these videos. Like I never really knew that you call this ASMR, and I never really knew, because once I started watching YouTube, like I don't know when I started watching YouTube, but like quite early on, from when I regularly started watching YouTube videos, I also sometimes got ASMR videos recommended to me, but I never knew what this was, like what they were supposed to be, like why people watch them, why people make them. I never knew. And only a couple of years later, like I think when I was around about 17-18 years old, I knew, okay, ASMR means this and that. I looked it up, this means this and that. And I was just like, wait a minute, I know this feeling, like I know these tingles in your head, like when you have these tingles in your head, I also have that sometimes. And so yeah, I started watching some videos. But since a lot of videos are also about tapping, about, I don't know, just some crinkly sounds or whatever, I never really knew that this was the same feeling. I was just like, okay, maybe I was wrong, maybe it's not about, like maybe it's not the feeling that you had in your head, like when you heard these tingly voices, maybe it's something else. And only, I don't know, because like I just looked it up from time to time, like I wasn't doing really deep research on ASMR, so I just thought, okay, maybe it's not what I thought it was, and so I stopped watching these videos. And then like when I was 18, 19, I thought about starting a YouTube channel, and it was also a time where I had sleep problems again. And so, I don't know, for some reason ASMR videos got recommended to me again. And then this time I got some videos recommended to me who were just videos with people talking, like sometimes just telling a story, and they had like this really relaxing ASMR voice. And so then I got tingles in my head, and I was just like, okay, maybe this is really supposed to be this tingly feeling in your head, because yeah, for some years I've thought, okay, maybe it's something else. And then I just sometimes watch these videos, but it was more for me to calm down in the evening or like at night to finally get some sleep, because I had insomnia for, I don't want to say for my whole life, but like it was critical, or it still is critical. Like I had sleep problems ever since I was 3 years old, ever since I can remember. Even as a baby I couldn't sleep. Like my parents told me I would always cry, you know, I couldn't fall asleep. Or I would wake up and then I probably couldn't fall asleep again. Like I am living with these problems since I was born. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I couldn't sleep. Like I could never sleep. And when I was 3 or 4 years old, like I have these memories that I was just lying in bed, and sometimes my mom would check on me again if I was sleeping, and I was just pretending that I was sleeping although I wasn't. And yeah, I also always had a lack of sleep, I think. Like sometimes I was also probably feeling tired, but I think I just got used to this feeling one day, because I was just like over time, because I didn't know it in another way. I just knew that I couldn't sleep, and then in the morning I still had to get up. Like on the weekends it wasn't like that. I didn't have to get up by this or that time, but whenever there was kindergarten the next day or school, I had to get up. And yeah, I also sleepwalked at least once. I only remember one time, I guess. I hope it was only once, but like I did this when I was 3 or 4 years old. And yeah, like I still remember this. I was sleepwalking and I was walking downstairs. Like we live on, like my family, we live on the countryside, so we have a house and not an apartment, so we have stairs. And so I went down, like there are also apartments on the countryside, in the countryside where I live, but like a lot of people have like a house or like a half house, and we also do. And so then I walked downstairs, and I just dreamed that I was walking downstairs and I was sitting down on the couch, and I thought my parents were there, and we were watching some TV. And then my mom turned on the lights because she heard that I was walking downstairs, and she turned on the lights, and I was just like confused, because all of a sudden it was light, although it was already light when I was sitting there, because I was literally dreaming that I was watching TV with them. And so yeah, this was really weird, because I was just like not waking up in my bed and just being like, oh, this was just a dream, but I was just like, wait, but I was sitting here, this felt so real. Like also my dreams felt really real. They still do. Like I've heard a lot of people saying that they often dream that they are flying, that they can fly when they are sleeping. Like when they're dreaming in their dreams, they can fly or something like this. And I don't think I ever had such a dream. And the only things that I dream are really either like when I was a child, I used to dream about all of the fears that I have. And nowadays also sometimes, and nowadays I also get some flashback dreams from my past, from some past situations. But I also have dreams that are just really, really, really realistically, like just about realistical things. Like I don't dream about me flying around or about, I don't know, there are unicorns or whatever. Like typically there are no signs for me in my dream to just be like, wait, this is strange, you know, this is not really, I don't know, this is not realistic, maybe it's just a dream. Like I also have these dreams where I just sometimes, I still remember sometimes I had one nightmare and I just dreamed about, I don't know, some really strange animals who were just following humans around, you know, fun, like really creepy. And I was just like, but what is this kind of animal? This doesn't look realistic. And then I just knew it's a dream, and I don't know, woke up or just continued dreaming, but I was just like, yeah, it's just a dream. But like sometimes, like I sometimes am aware that I'm dreaming, like I can be aware. But if I dream something really realistically, like sometimes it's a situation from my past, and it's kind of like it's the same people, the same setting, the same kind of, but like then it's kind of a new situation, people say something differently, there's kind of like a different action happening, and then I'm just like, I can't really tell that this is real or not real. So yeah, this is really, yeah, I don't like these dreams, but it could be worse. Like I also, they are not really so bad anymore. I just wake up but like I can't fall asleep again. If I wake up, like I have a really hard time falling asleep again. I think part of the reason is just that I'm so frustrated, because I just know by now that if I wake up, I just can't fall asleep again, and this kind of puts a lot of pressure on me to eventually fall asleep again. And sometimes also in the mornings when I still have some time to sleep again, and like maybe I also eventually fall asleep again, but then I like also my ears, I don't know what's with my ears, I hear everything. Like either I have really good ears or really light sleep, or like I guess I have the combination. I wake up from a lot of different sounds, like yeah, even when I know these sounds, and even when I know this is nothing, like no reason to wake up, I still wake up. And I feel like whenever I know, okay, tomorrow there's going to be this one sound that is going to wake you up, and then I'm eventually waking up, and then I want to fall asleep again, but I just know that I can't. Just like every other day, just like all the days before, I just know I can't fall asleep again, probably. And then I'm just really, frustrated, angry, and I can't sleep. Like this doesn't help, you need to be somewhat comfortable and at least a bit relaxed to sleep, like to really sleep, and not just to have like a really light sleep. And whenever I fall asleep again in the mornings, I have a really, really, really light sleep. Like sometimes I always try to think about nothing whenever I can't sleep, and I'm just like lying like this, trying to think about nothing, or trying to think about, I don't know, like sometimes I think about something, like as an example with my channel, I think about all the videos that I've uploaded, like which video did I upload it like last week, and then the week before that, and so on. And like you just have to think about something that you have to think about, that is keeping you busy enough in order to distract you from negative thoughts, but that is not too much, like you shouldn't think about something that is making you really, I don't know, really energetic, that makes you really happy. I don't know, you think about your future plans, and I don't know, you want to do this and that, and then you're just like, yeah, I have to wake up now, I have to do this and that, and then you're just tired the whole day because actually you haven't slept enough. Also, like if you work a creative job and you get some new ideas, like I have to, when I get new ideas, I have to write them down, or I have to take my phone and just do an audio, and to just kind of like record these ideas that I'm having, because I just know like I can't fall asleep. If I wake up, even if it's in the middle of the night, I have to just make a quick audio, like to just record a quick audio if I have like a really good idea, or if I also had a really interesting dream or whatever, I need to record this, I need to or write this down or whatever, because otherwise I can't fall asleep again, because I'm so like I'm holding on to this thought so much, because I just don't want to forget it. And so yeah, this also really holds me back when I want to sleep again. So these kind of problems I don't have anymore. Like I don't have the problem anymore that I can't fall asleep. Like it doesn't matter if it's at night, like in the beginning of the night, or if it's in the middle of the night after I've already woken up and I want to sleep again. Like whenever I get some thoughts that I really want to remember, that I really want to hold on to, that I really don't want to forget, I'm simply going to either record an audio file with my phone, or I'm just going to write it down. But yeah, like I think the only problem that I still have is that I'm just so frustrated sometimes, because like I almost every single day I wake up from the same sounds, and I know that these sounds are going to happen, but I can't do anything about them. And so this really frustrates me, because I always wake up every single day. And I already tried falling asleep earlier, like going to bed earlier. But the thing is, this, like I only have like a 6-hour period, or like, yeah, like I have around about sometimes even a 7-hour period between these two, like when it's finally calm in the evening, or like in the night, and then in the morning. But I can't simply just be like, okay, sleep now, like in the evening, when I'm still annoyed because I can't sleep earlier, you know, because it's still too loud or whatever. Like I don't know, I tried so many things. I really try going to bed earlier, and to simply kind of get used to any sorts of noise that there is. But yeah, I don't know, like I also thought about like when I have to say, when I'm falling asleep, since I'm listening to some ASMR videos usually, like just to calm down, to focus on what's being said so I don't think about something else. Like this is also really helping me, ASMR videos where people are talking, because if it's just tapping, my thoughts can still be everywhere, you know, I can still worry about all kinds of different things. But if someone is talking, and yeah, then it's just like I have to focus, you know, I want to listen to that, I want to listen to what the person is saying, so I'm not thinking about my problems anymore, I'm not thinking about my worries. So yeah, this really helps. But yeah, like I really think I have to move places. I really would love to make some more money with YouTube, so I have some more money every single month. Yeah, we will see. Like I'm really glad that I have you all. Like I'm really glad for your support, that you always watch my videos. And yeah, we will see how far I can get with this channel. Like I'm planning on getting another microphone, because the Blue Yeti, like it's actually a good microphone. But I think, like I had one moment, like in the beginning when I got this microphone, I really thought it was really loud, like it was capturing all kinds of sounds. And then like sometimes I also thought maybe it's just me, like maybe I'm just used to this good quality, and then over time I was just like, I want more quality, you know, I want better quality. But I think it's actually like, it had one moment, like in the beginning of my YouTube channel, like in the beginning of me making ASMR videos, like up until 1 year ago roundabout, I still made no talking videos, almost only no talking videos. And so sometimes I did some mic scratching, or I don't know, used some things around the mic or on the mic. And I don't know, one time I think my microphone got a little damaged, because from one day to the other one, like the next time I was recording something, it was just more quiet, I feel like. And so yeah, I don't know what happened, but it's a bit damaged, I guess. But yeah, now let's come back to the main topic real quick, because actually this episode was supposed to be about insomnia. So yeah, like I can only tell you, in all the years that I've had this so far, nothing has really helped me. Yeah, this is really sad, but like it has improved, like it has gotten better. Because like I never really had severe insomnia. Like as a child, it took me 1 hour to fall asleep, and 1.5 hours early. Like I just have family members who can fall asleep while watching TV. Like I just once, like I fell asleep while watching TV once, and that was when I had like 40 degrees Celsius fever, and I was really sick, and I didn't know what was happening around me basically. But like otherwise I can't fall asleep. Like I know people who can fall asleep within 5 minutes. I don't know how they do this. I need like 30 minutes is quick for me, and then 1 hour is normal, and also as a child this was normal. And yeah, like if I'm lucky, I only need 1 hour, sometimes a bit more. But like when I wake up in the middle of the night, as a child, sometimes I had problems with this, but not always. It took me maybe 30 minutes to fall asleep again. And also as a child, like probably less, because you just feel like it feels like 30 minutes, but it's not 30 minutes. But like I had times during which I was only sleeping for 4 hours a night, or like for 3 hours for I don't know how many days in a row. And the thing is also sometimes I wasn't even tired during the day, like not more tired than usual. Maybe like I wasn't performing at my best, definitely not. But over time I just got used to this, that I just like I'm always tired. But like I definitely had times that were way worse than right now. Like right now my only problem is that when I need 1 hour to fall asleep to, which is normal to me, and then I need an hour again to sleep again if I want to sleep again, and have like a really light sleep. But like I try to get my 7 hours every single night, which is frustrating because I'm technically lying in bed for 9 hours, but I'm only sleeping for 7 hours. Yeah, I had times which were way worse. Sometimes I was lying in bed for 12 hours and I would only sleep for 3 hours, 4 hours, and so yeah. And one thing that I used to try normal sleeping pills with some, I don't know how you call this in English. I think the ingredient was like doxy whatever. Alright, so I looked it up and it's called doxylamine, and it is an antihistamine, just as diphenhydramine, and these two are common ingredients in sleeping pills. Like just something that will make your body tired. But the thing is, this is not right if you have insomnia. I think because my body is tired, but my brain can't be my brain can't shut down. My brain can't go to sleep mode. And so I tried melatonin, and this is way better. Because like with the sleeping pill, my problem was my body was really tired. My head was also tired. I had like a headache, and the next day I felt like I don't know, you could just get this kind of hangover feeling. And like if you don't sleep enough, and yeah, I didn't sleep enough. I couldn't sleep at all. It was just like every other day. Like I was lying awake in bed for 2 hours and I couldn't sleep. And so yeah, like these classic sleeping pills, they don't really help me, like personally. Like feel free to let me know your own experience with sleeping problems in the comments, like if you tried some medicine and what has helped you and what not. But like in my case, melatonin works way better than sleeping pills. Yeah, although melatonin pills are also sleeping pills, but like these sleeping pills with some other ingredients, I don't know, they don't really work for me. But yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. Like I can just recommend to, whenever I have worries before I'm going to sleep, I try to write them down in like an emotion diary. I don't know how to call it, but like I just have a book whenever I get random thoughts, or whenever I have really worrying whenever I have worrying thoughts, some worries, some things I worry about, I write this down, because then I feel like, okay, now it's off my shoulders, now I don't know, I told this to someone, even if it's just a paper, the notebook, but I feel like I told this, like someone knows about this, and I don't know, it's kind of off of me, so at least for the moment. And so yeah, this is really helpful. And then also just not being on the phone anymore and not doing any kind of uplifting activity. This is also really hard for me because I am a night owl. Like I had a time during which I could live this kind of lifestyle. I was just working up until 2 a.m. and this is my peak time. I can easily work in the middle of the night, no problem. I can use my full brain capacity. I don't get tired, nothing. I can also use, I could run a marathon in the middle of the night. No, I can't run a marathon, but I could, work out in the middle of the night, no problem. But if you want me to work out early in the morning, big problem. If you want to, if you want me to write an exam in the beginning of the day, early in the morning, it's also not a problem to me, but in the night it's way easier. So yeah, I'm kind of not really using my full potential right now because I have to go to bed. I have to go to bed so early But yeah, it's alright. Maybe one day I'm going to change that. So yeah, but this is kind of another tip, to go to bed early and to not be like, to take your time, you know, to be like, yeah, 1 hour before I'm actually going to bed or going to sleep, I'm just going to read something. This also really helps me, reading something like, maybe not a thriller book, but like something that is just, I don't know, either informative or just some easy fiction book. Like, these kind of books really make me tired. And then the other thing that I said, like, whenever you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't fall asleep again, the worst thing you can do is to rush yourself and to just be like, but I need to sleep, I need to sleep, I need to sleep. Because like that, it's not going to work. You just have to, I don't know, go over what you ate like yesterday, what you ate the day before, like what kind of things did you have for dinner, what things did you have for breakfast. This really has helped me a lot, because it's not too deep, you know. If I have to start all over again, it doesn't really matter. Like, if I don't remember what I just thought about the next day, it doesn't really matter. But it's also like, it's not too complicated, but it's also not too easy, and it's not too, like, you don't get distracted while you're doing this. Like, typically I just think about this in that moment and not about my problems, not about my worries, and then I can fall asleep way more easily. So yeah, I think that's it for today. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, I would really appreciate it if you would give it a like. And if you didn't like it, feel free to let me know why in the comments. And also feel free to let me know your own experience with sleep problems, or how you've cured your sleep problems, how you've cured your insomnia maybe, or also like the reason why you are watching ASMR videos. Like, is it for the ASMR, is it for the tingles, or is it to help you fall asleep? And yeah, thanks for watching until now, if you're still watching. Of course, I hope you've already fallen asleep by now, and see you in the next video. Alright, bye.